Welcome back, guys, to Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. As we've just found in Meraktis Clinic, a bullet stored within a safe. One that had obviously been shot inside to wedge itself within. After a break-in here at the clinic, we probably now need to, tell the police that this has taken place, but of course, we've got our evidence out of it first of all. Got to surprise the prosecution after all, because that's completely due process, etc. There are a couple of things we haven't examined, like this blatant disregard for plants, and all these blue jars up here, samples of something? Let's examine them before we continue on. Whoa, what are those? The wall is covered with beakers. Eek, something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, look yourself. You can't... Oh, it's a goldfish. Wow, they're all fish. So many kinds. Whoever designed this had a sixth sense of humour. Yes, because you'd think they were samples. Oh well. This potted plant has seen better days. That doesn't make sense either. What doesn't? Normally, burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. That's what I would do, if I were a burglar. So I look under a potted plant. Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe. I heard of people putting their house keys under plants, but the key to a safe? Maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. Maybe they were looking for the house keys. She could not be wrong there. Wouldn't you say we've got enough stuff from here? Some might say we don't. We'll find out, I guess, as we head back to Guy Eldoon's house. Because we need to ask him about something, to be honest. I can't even talk to anyone here? Okay. Well, back out of the Kentucky mansion. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. I don't know. But if we want to see a doctor about anything at the moment, thinking about it, maybe we could ask the illustrious Dr. Hickfield. Because I'm sure he won't try to, like, grab Trucy or anything. The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. Right. Yeah, the music's so good. 7 years ago. What's going on? 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news. I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes. He was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still high school. He took the bar exam abroad, in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I'd have to practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Not going to tell me anything at all about that? Phoenix? Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. What about what happened in my first trial? Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. I don't see you jumping in for my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence, maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But, I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright. It looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusation of forgery. For now. For now. Right, in the meantime, however, there are some things we found linked to you. We haven't examined this yet, so maybe we should. You said it had a red spot on it. Zooming in might not be a bad idea. I just want to rotate it. Right, on the cord there. Is that also paint? I was not actually letting us examine it from here? The red spot's important. Obviously, I might need to bring it... Yeah, I need to bring it closer to the front. So we can more clearly define and see it. It only wants me to see it in a certain fashion, doesn't it? Right. Okay. Game. I'll play you at your game, I guess. I had an examine marker there for about a split second. Haha, finally. This cord runs to the lamp. There's a red stain on it. Gotta wonder what left that stain. Wait, I know. Maybe it was left there by a red marker. Like, they were trying to write their name and slipped. Why would anyone write their name on a lamp cord? I used to write my name on my magic ropes. It's really not going to be more than that for now. The other thing we've learned, of course, is that it's got a busted bulb. The bulb is broken. It won't turn on. Oh? How is it broken? Don't touch that. You'll cut yourself. Eek! Yeah. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Oh, my finger. Ah, you're bleeding. Let me see that. Wait. Magic blood. Teehee. Gotcha. Please don't do that again. I have enough to worry about without my co-workers injuring themselves on the evidence. It's so definitely blood on there. After all, we saw this, what is essentially... Now, let's leave that for now. A gun was shot in there. Now, was the body dead before it reached the park? Is the question we come up with. Right, this is seemingly mixed in with your incident, sir. Maybe you know something of it? It's refreshing to be so thoroughly ignored for a change. Thank you for the help there. Cheers, Phoenix. Do you know anything about bullets? Surely you do. Well, what about Wocky's chart here? We can see Pal Meraktis and Alita Tiala there. Bullet lodged near heart. Can you do anything with that, considering we're here? You're so helpful, Phoenix. Yeah, get. Alright. Doesn't look like we're getting much further with what we've got here currently. I'm trying to present stuff, me. We need to find a doctor. I mean, Guy Eldoon is a doctor in the past. We know that to be true. Where are we going to find him now? Maybe he's just hanging out in the garage. I don't know. The other thing is... we kind of need to find some other people a little bit. Too bad you won't let me move into the place. Ah! Wait. Something's gone on. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Mitchell Lab is analysing face prints. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense, really. She has shared information with us and helped us find out stuff. Talking conversation options are pretty much the same. Now, first things first, I say presenting the bullet. Detective Sky, I was wondering about this. Trucy, wait! What? This bullet was inside the safe, right? That means the police don't know about it yet. Oh, right! We can use this in the trial tomorrow. Oh, we're really going to keep that secret from her? Don't have to repeat myself every time. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, do so quietly. She's pretending not to hear it, though, so Wocky's chart was in there as well. We found a lamp. Say, could you take a look at this lamp? The bulb's broken. Right, strange, isn't it? Really, I break bulbs all the time. My desk is a mess and my lamp is always falling over. Not too bright, huh? Ouch. I still think it's kind of odd. Yeah, because of that there. Oh! Ah! Toe print! What? Yes. Yes! Did you find something? Well, scientifically speaking, these are a pair of women's sandals. Pretty cute too. We found them in the lobby at the Meraktis Clinic. Say, this sandal is a toe mark. A toe mark? You mean a toe print? That I do. You can analyse it just like a fingerprint. This little clue might be a real windfall. Oh, there's one problem. the police station doesn't keep a record of toe prints, so we won't know whose it is. I guess that would be too much to hope for. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it. Indeed, how do we go about doing this one this time? Well, this time we just see like a massive smudgy stain, which is fairly interesting. Unlike the slippers we saw before. Massive smudgy stain. Hey, Apollo! You think this is... Huh? This could be a toe print. Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out. Indeed! Right, time to sprinkle. We gotta come to Emma Sky for every single bit of sprinkly printy majiggers. Probably. And blow. It's not going off very well. Blow. We don't have enough. Okay, let's try again. And we're clearing off the dust as we sing it a song. It's the best way to do it, you know. Hey, work! That looks like a big toe, maybe. But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print, but is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us, which means we can't match this print. It seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. Right. You said there was a toe print on there as well, but we can't really see in it, can we? Maybe if we try the right angle. Ah. Now we got the right angle. I wonder, could this be a print? Or would that be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print. Good call, Follow. Hey, we can just analyze it like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. Indeed it could. Let's continue to dust for prints. Use 2 fingers. It might speed up the process. Go, go, go. Well, we're being thorough this time. And now let me face away from the microphone so I can talk to another microphone. Which, to be honest, it works quite well as long as I put it near-ish my face. And then just talk into the mic normally. It's detecting sound, not the blowing. Hey, wait, that looks like a big toe, maybe? Wow, I feel like the case is solved already. What was next? We have to match the print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait, the detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Yeah, but we got 2. Maybe we should ask her. Get some expert advice? I guess so. I'm not sure she really qualifies as an expert, though. Right, we have ourselves 2 different toe prints. Now maybe Emma can make it match. Somehow. I mean, we've got 2 different prints here, Emma. For some reason, I keep going on talk. Too bad we can't keep the prints separately. Ah, the slippers. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print. Off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So if the prints match, you'd know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? Most likely. I think I just might, actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print? We'll get to it in the end. This pair of sandals, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. The same person wore these, sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or, do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer. To the truth. Indeed it is. Because we know who it's got to be. Madame Alita Tiala. Right, so we can't talk to you anymore. But how do we find Alita to confront her? Or will she come to us? This is another question. We haven't really told anyone that bad stuff's going on here yet. I mean, we still left this place wide open. Not a very good move. Right, so where are we heading to next? In terms of what the game wants us to do. We found the toe prints. We're all good with that. Alita isn't here. Which leaves the detention center somewhere we haven't checked out for a time. Maybe Alita is meeting with Wocky. Or maybe Wocky can confirm whose shoes they are. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again. Don't you always have to announce your entrances like that? Man, my old man. He man. Now I'm all in a funk. And it's all his fault. One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson. And failed, clearly, yet again. Stop being all uppity if you've got a bullet near your heart. I would be as calm as possible. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Right. You. We can talk to you more about stuff. But more importantly, I want to present those shoes to you. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. What if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. Right, your father, Sir Wocky. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Oh, my dead body. I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. Dare I get out of the clink? That's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kentucky family. Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail, for my sake. Alright. It's time to present some stuff to you, sir, madame, sir. Twiddly hair man. Wocky, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, a birthday present. She got mad little feet. Mad, so cute, man. So these sandals are hers? Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Right, sandals have been updating the court record. Is there anything more to give you, or will that add some talking conversation to you? You're a bit uppity, bouncy bouncy, Kalati time. Right. In most senses, I don't really know what else to present to him. I don't think he had anything to do with the shooting, after all. This is your chart. We probably shouldn't show you this either. Huh? What's that? Some kind of X-ray? Wait. That's right, Wocky. It's yours. You've seen it before. Hey, look! I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look. Here in particular. Where it says nurse, it's signed Alita Tiala. Huh? You lawyers do your homework. So, you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So? Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine, fine. I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. Right. Cool. We got the talking going. Wocky and Alita. So she's your nurse? That's how you met. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. But they came in and got me. Hauled me off to the docks. The Meraktis Clinic? That's where I met her. My fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say. The bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What'd she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet like on the down low. Know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me. So that was the proposal? You know it, an oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done. We were out of there. See you later, bye. About that op. Yeah, didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. Alright, more about the health checkup. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said? Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying? But didn't you learn about the bullet of that checkup? Yeah. That's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cap pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large right now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. I'm very interested in your old man just suddenly deciding you've got to get checkups like he knew. Or that he was maybe kind of being extorted could be a thing. It's not a bad thought. But that's all our conversation options done with him as well. In most senses, I don't know what to really give him now. Again, I tried to choose an option. It chooses something else. I'm going good for that today. So where to go from here? Maybe back to the Kitaki mansion. Speaking to Mr. Kitaki probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Or maybe we could talk to Emma. Right, we know who these are now, and we've updated them in the court record. Well, if the prints on these slippers and these sandals match, which they do, it means that the same person was wearing them. You know, I thought that's what it might mean. Science is amazing. It is, isn't it? I've never felt so alive. I don't know about science, but this is a major lead. Right, nope, nothing there. Maybe Guy Eldoon's back finally. Okay, the description has been changed to found in Meraktis Clinic. Oh no, it's just literally the name's been changed really to Sandals. That's what the real change was, not the court record part of it. Emma looks so cocksure there. And I'm not very sure at all about where I'm going at any point in time. Finally! June 16th, Eldoon's house. Who do we know that might be able to read an x-ray? Mr. Eldoon, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trucy doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he's a doctor still. Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Eldoon. Right. At least that gives me an excuse to sniffle with my cold. Let's present to him then. Well, to be honest, he's going to have his own talk dialogue as well. Nope, they're all ticked off. Cool. Don't know where you nipped off for a fairly long time, though. That's very annoying. I kept coming back here to try and find you. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this? A medical chart? Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why the sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon? What? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on trial, on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy! You can't put him on trial. He's ABD! ABD? All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? He's got real hair! He's now a proper doctor. Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way. It's like he's a completely different person. Right. The second Guy Eldoon. Well, according to this chart, this Wocky Kitaki fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right upside his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that bullet stuck in there. Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet's snug as a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal's just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doc would be eager to fiddle with. No, not really. You mean? It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I give him another half a year tops. But Wocky's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table. Great, just great. Right, the Meraktis' dilemma. How could Dr. Meraktis do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid's chest open on the table. And he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy doll. Cold despair. Despair? About the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. The Katakis. You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and Wocky's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Meraktis. He's got enough ties to them, he could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Wocky to die. There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll. Waiting. Hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kids' games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. They'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldoon? You could operate on Wocky, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Wocky... He's real lucky to be alive even now. No. There's one problem. Apollo? This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is, she knew. She knew about Wocky's condition, guaranteed. Ah! Why didn't she ever tell him? This doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala? And with that seems to be it for today's side of the investigation. With that, we know that Alita Tiala was on the scene. We know that Alita Tiala knew that Wocky was going to die. It looks like a marriage get your money kind of scenario. A little bit anyway. Well, it'll all clear itself up in court, surely, as we move on next time with Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.